Good morning, listeners. I'm Jagriti and I warmly welcome you to today's special program. August 8th is a landmark day in India's freedom struggle. On this day in 1942, millions of Indians came together with one common goal to free the nation from British rule. At the historic Bombay session of the Indian National Congress, Mahatma Gandhi gave the unforgettable call, "Do or die." With this powerful slogan, the Quit India movement was launched. It was also known as the August Kranti or Bharat Chodo Andolan. The movement became one of the most significant chapters in India's struggle for independence. It united people from every corner of the country and marked a decisive turning point in the fight against colonial rule. The movement was launched after the failure of the Cripps mission in 1942, realizing that the British were unwilling to grant genuine self-government. Mahatma Gandhi called upon the people of India to unite and demand complete independence. Until then, many freedom movements, including the non-cooperation movement and the civil disobedience movement, had followed the path of non-violence under Gandhi's leadership. However, the Quit India movement represented a stronger and more determined call for immediate freedom. As we commemorate the 84th anniversary of the Quit India movement, let us revisit this remarkable chapter of our nation's history. To help us understand its historical importance, we are joined today by Sri Seeniah, a renowned civil services mentor for history and Indian freedom struggle. So, welcome to our program Insights. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you all. It's a good opportunity for me to interact with you all.
Sir, as we are talking on Quit India movement, could you please tell us what was the political situation in India and across the world in 1942? How did the World War II influence British policies in India? What was the mood among Indians at that time?
Yes. See, from the beginning, I should say, from 1914 onwards, in the sense, 1914 onwards, Indian politics in freedom struggle very closely connected with world wars, World War I and afterwards World War II. When World War I started, you see, we got, constitutional reforms, Montagu-Chelmsford reforms. With that, diarchy entered, Home Rule movement. The result of that, we got constitutional reforms and all that. Now the question is about World War II. You see, World War II, 1939, October, Hitler attacking Poland. Okay. With that Polish crisis, World War II started. When World War II started, the Governor General in India, Lord Linlithgow made India a party to World War II without consulting the elected governments. With the Government of India Act 1935, we had general elections held in 1937. Congress party formed governments, 8 out of 11 provinces. We had 11 provinces, there are 8 governments, with the Congress supported governments, and with 5 provinces, Congress had absolute majority. So Congress governments were there. Governor General, not consulting these elected governments, took a unilateral decision involving India in the war. This unilateral decision is not acceptable. Why? Because we had no problem with either Germany or Japan. England had problems. England had problems with both Germany and Japan. We had nothing to do with that. Then why we were made party to World War II? That is the question. On that question, the elected governments resigned. All the Congress governments en masse resigned. It's a type of protest against the decision of the Governor General. This was what actually, situation in India at that time, a deadlock. Congress not prepared to cooperate with the Governor General and the British administration. World over, you see, Hitler was sweeping. In Europe, Germany was sweeping across European subcontinent with brilliant victories. France surrendered. England was, not in a position to face Germany. Japan was sweeping Southeast Asia. So there's a threat for India also because Japan gave a slogan. Japanese slogan in World War II was what? Asia for Asians. You Europeans, all you vacate Asia, Asia for Asians. Japanese Prime Minister Tojo went on record saying time and again, okay, we are definitely going to attack India. So this is the situation in India at that time.
Sir, what was the purpose of this Cripps mission? Why did it fail? Did its failure pave the way for a more aggressive freedom movement?
See, the purpose of the Cripps mission plan, Sir Stafford Cripps, Conservative Party member Cripps. Cripps was, instrumental in winning the cooperation of Russia, USSR, okay, to join the Allied forces against Germany. Then Prime Minister Churchill had to send Cripps to India. Why? Because, you see, Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, United States, finished the operation within 45 minutes. Operation Thorough, that means victory. It's a great shock to US. A shock of that type again US had when Osama bin Laden attacked World Trade Organization, WTO. So US was actually not interested in war. US was forced to enter into the war. US President Roosevelt declared war. Now the question is how to constrain Japan. To constrain Japan, you have to take the support of Congress Party. Just now I told you Congress Party resigned. Congress Party not prepared to support, cooperate with the British because they made India part of World War II. Without telling us what they are going to give, what is the reward that we are going to get. Our soldiers, nearly 70,000 army, is fighting for England.
Okay.
Got the point? So we are expecting some gain out of this. Without, telling anything on that and without taking us into confidence, we are made party of World War II. Unless you take the support of India, you cannot constrain Japan. This is the problem. That's why United States President, he prevailed upon Prime Minister of England, Winston Churchill. Prime Minister Churchill, India is England's colony. We have nothing to do with it. So you do something for India, win the cooperation of Indians in the fight against Japan. This is the background. That's the reason why Cripps came to India with a set of proposals. But let me tell you, neither the Prime Minister nor Cripps, they had, genuine interest in solving the problem.
Okay.
It is because they were under the pressure from US, President. It is an eye-washing exercise. Prime Minister had not given a clear scope of negotiations for Cripps. Cripps, you go to India, talk to Indian leadership and come back, that's all. Okay, that's the reason why Cripps came to India in 1942, March. It is an eye-washing exercise. Now I am addressing your second part of your question.
Why did it fail?
Yes. There the proposals are what? Just brief narrative of these proposals. Cripps proposals were what? Dominion status to India after the war. You Congress Party, you political parties of India, you support us. We will give you dominion status after the war. After the war. Next, we will also constitute a constituent assembly after the war. Then you will also have Muslim League is asking for Pakistan. Minorities, they have the right to decide about their own future. Underlying, this is one clause that really created a big problem for us. So this is a set of proposals. We call it actually 1940 August offer. These proposals were already made there.
Yeah, very true.
There, further he added that all the departments would be transferred to Indians except defense. These proposals, 1940 August proposals, we study. Now Cripps is repeating the same, exactly the same. Added one more, that Muslim League had every right to decide about their future. That means Cripps had come here to India not to solve the problem, rather to complicate the problem.
Okay. Sir, Gandhi's famous battle cry was do or die, karo ya maro.
Yes.
How did this differ from his earlier emphasis on non-violent resistance? How did ordinary Indians interpret this call?
See, the problem is, generally we are under the impression that non-cooperation means, non-violence. Non-violence means no place for violence at all. That is, totally a wrong perception. In Gandhian ideology, for every god, one hand you see blessing the people. the other hand with the weapon.
Okay.
Got the point? So, you shall not cross the line. Okay? So, Gandhian idea here is non-violence does not mean tolerating violence. Violence shall not be the first criterion. We are non-violent. Okay, Sama, Dana, Beda, Danda, our Rajaniti is that. Danda is the last resort for us. But it does not mean that, we have to do away with violence at any cost. No, it's not that. Within non-violence also, you see Gandhi's, wording, the phrases he used, non-violence, civil disobedience, quit India movement. Then you can understand Gandhi. Yeah. Non-violence means, I am sorry, I am not cooperating with you. I am sorry, I don't cooperate with you. Okay. Second stage, civil disobedience. I am sorry, what is your law? I will break it. This is more intensive. What is your law? Is this your law? I will break it. This is more intensive. Third stage, he is asking to quit India. Yeah. So from the beginning, don't be under the impression Gandhi was for absolute this, peace and non-violence. It is not. There is a type of anarchism in Gandhi. That anarchism itself is violence. Okay. Got the point? Generally, people are under the impression that non-violence means, totally peaceful, this thing and all that. But there is a type of, violence there. Violence there. But extreme form of it is quit India. Okay. Right? Then why he had to go for quit India? That's what he says. A crime against God and mankind to trust the British anymore. Because you see, when Bose suggested him for a nationwide movement, Gandhi deferred with Bose.
Very true.
He deferred with Bose. Then he had an introspection whether he was right or wrong. That's why Gandhi, indecisive Gandhi, I should say, gave a call for individual satyagraha. Right? And after that it did not yield any result. Then Cripps mission failed. Gandhi's observation on Cripps mission. These proposals already you gave us 1940. You have come back again with the same proposals in 1942. That means you are not genuine about solving the problem. Your proposals are post-dated checks on a crumbling bank. You, England, you got defeated by Japan wherever you are there. And you are telling that you are going to give us this, that, and after the war. First of all, you must be there to give, we shall be there to take. Got the point? Yes. So your proposals are post-dated checks on a crumbling bank. Take immediate flight back to London. This is where Gandhi is entirely different to Gandhi. Problem with Gandhi, he took time. Time to arrive at a decision. Cripps mission plan's failure convinced Gandhi that the only alternative is a violent extreme mass movement.
So, within hours of the Quit India resolution being passed, almost the entire Congress leadership was arrested. How did a leaderless movement spread so rapidly across the country?
That you see, actually ground was already prepared. It's not that, Quit India movement started from August 9th onwards as such. It's not. Ground already prepared. In sense of what? I told you the reasons. Congress governments resigned. There was a nationwide protest, right? Individual satyagraha, Gandhi gave a call for individual satyagraha. Acharya Vinoba Bhave first started already individual satyagraha. Then you have Cripps mission plan failed. Our Indian army subjected to humiliation, racial discrimination by the British troops. So we were definitely upset with that. We are waiting for an opportunity. So ground is prepared here. Only the call shall come from Gandhi's side. Got the point. Then what happened? Cripps mission failure. Gandhi got convinced, and actually for that matter, in July itself the decision taken to go for a movement all over India against the British. CWC had taken a decision. It's a secret decision. And you also know, in Andhra Pradesh history also we come across Kurnool Circular. Okay. Kurnool Circular, that is Pradesh Congress Committee, Chief Kala Venkat Rao. He drafted a circular telling all Congress party volunteers to be geared up, be prepared for a nationwide movement. Okay, so we prepared the ground by July, and British knew also very well that there's going to be a nationwide movement. That's why they were also ready for meeting any eventuality on their side. So it's not that the very next day, August 9th onwards, a movement started suddenly. No, ground already prepared. Okay. Then A leaderless movement, definitely. August 8th evening itself, all Congress party leaders were arrested, jailed. Who were there in the field? Congress Socialist Party leaders were there. Jayaprakash Narayan, Aruna Asaf Ali, Achyuta Patwardhan, and Usha Mehta. These were the ones who provided the leadership. Got the point? Underground activities started. So we have indirect leadership there. Okay, no direct leadership. So groundwork already done for that. Gandhi's resolution, if you read, there he says, you are the one to decide. I am not going to give you a roadmap. It is the time for you people to decide. Just like Shah Rukh Khan in the movie, Check the India last day before going to the finals, telling his team players, I am not going to tell you how you are going to play. It's for you to play. Do whatever you want. Yes. Get the same thing. Okay. He has not given any specific direction. Told everyone, whatever you feel fit, you do it. Do or die. That itself is enough.
Okay.
So, that has that power to pull the entire nation into the struggle. Okay. That is how it started, as a nationwide struggle.
As you have already said, several regions such as Satara and Tamluk established parallel governments and local organization. What was the significance of these uprisings? How did they challenge British authority?
That itself, question itself has the answer. You see, parallel governments, Praja Sarkars were founded. In Balia district, Chintu Pandey. Chintu Pandey founded in UP. In Mangher district, Sharat Chandra. Okay. In Satara, Nana Patil. Founded Praja Sarkar. It is our government. That means whose government is not there? The established government is not there anymore. We are not going to pay you taxes, you British government, your police, your revenue administration has no role to play.
It is our government.
Our government. Okay. That means in a way you have declared yourself independent. Free. This is what actually we wanted. Okay. Praja Sarkar's importance is it made a message, it sent a message very clear to the British government that their days numbered in India. No more. No more to tolerate the British administration.
How long did the Quit India movement last? What were the major developments during this period? How did the British respond?
Response-wise, it is bloody violence. Obviously, it is expected. Conservative estimation is what their, official records, 1,200 people were shot dead. But we know that's more than 25,000 dead virtually, fired upon, killed, and human loss was very huge in
that is a big tragedy.
Quit India movement. Yeah. Human loss was quite a lot. Then widespread disturbances, communication systems disrupted, police stations. First thing we do is we will attack police station because symbolically it represents the state.
Yes.
Railway stations and post office and all that we attacked and we caused a lot of damage to the public property. Then you have, I told you, underground activities by great Jayaprakash Narayan,
Aruna Asaf
Ali, Usha Mehta. Great lady Aruna Asaf Ali, the grand old woman of Indian freedom struggle, we call her. She started a radio station also, along with Usha Mehta. Mm-hmm. If you go to Pune, there Aga Khan Palace, that radio framework, what that they used, you can see that. Okay. Unfortunately, it was during the time when Gandhi was imprisoned in Aga Khan Palace. He lost his wife and his secretary Mahadev Desai. So these were, definitely some saddening events that happened during the course. And then Communist Party openly supporting British during the war. It's a controversial role played by the Communist Party. That's the reason why party became very unpopular. Because when nation is seized with the matter, how to get freedom for India, how to make British to quit India, Communist Party is openly supporting the British, acting as secret agents also on the activities of the, Congress Socialist Party leaders. That is something even today communists find it difficult to defend themselves. And you have, Muslim League, no participation of Muslims at all, unfortunately. Okay? No participation in the sense there is a nationalist Muslim always there, nationalist Muslim. But by and large, it was community politics. Because they already passed a resolution for Pakistan, 1942 Lahore session. So communal politics also figured there.
So, from this, can we truly call the Quit India movement the turning point in India's struggle for independence? What makes it different from earlier movements?
Definitely. Non-cooperation, I told you very clearly. Non-cooperation is moderate. Civil disobedience, extreme. Quit India movement, violent. Do or die is the height of your,
Ultimate
slogan. That's where you can see clearly the difference. Number one. Next, number two, it is in a way a different movement altogether, because after this Gandhi no more actually the leader of Congress party. Because unfortunately Gandhian movements not that satisfactory in real sense of the word. Okay, substantially you have not gained anything. What did you gain? Non-cooperation movement objectively ended up as a failure. Civil disobedience movement did not yield anything. Now Quit India movement also ended up as a failure. You could not make them, right, quit India. Of course it happened after 5 years, that's a different thing. There the other reasons are there, not Quit India movement. There are other reasons. Subhash Chandra Bose virtually created a condition for the British to function in India. A condition not to function in India. The Prime Minister himself admitted that it's because more of INA that we are made to vacate India rather than Quit India movement. So, Quit India movement also ended up as a failure. That means Gandhi virtually lost control over Congress party. After Quit India movement, you don't see Gandhi anymore. You don't see Gandhi anymore as the leader of the Congress party, rather only as representative of the party, number one. Second important thing, logical end of freedom struggle. We study freedom struggle means 1885 to 1947. But in the real sense, our struggle ended with Quit India movement.
Oh, really?
Okay, after Quit India movement, there is no struggle at all.
Okay.
There is no struggle at all, only adjustments. What to give to Muslim League, what to take from them. Okay, how to solve the communal problem. These are the problems we talked about. Where is struggle there? There is no struggle at all. So freedom struggle ended with Quit India movement. Okay, and it's made very clear to the British that a movement of this type to happen again, practically impossible for the British to handle. So British were psychologically made to
leave India,
prepared to leave India.
As we commemorate the Quit India movement today, what message or lesson should the younger generation take from this historic movement?
Not younger generation, don't say younger. Okay. When it comes to a national movement, there is nothing called young, old and all that. Nothing. You see our struggle, our dynamism you see. Are a 73-year-old lady, Matangi Hazra, 73-year-old lady, daring the firing in Tamluk, West Bengal. Already 3 bullets entered into her chest. But she continued to hold the march and reach the police station. That is the spirit of the struggle. Their youth are always ready. Youth is our strength. Our unsung heroes, okay, who suffered for the cause of their land. You understand? Mother country. So, one movement that really, every event in freedom struggle is really a perennial source of inspiration, as Bipin Chandra rightly says. Got the point? So, it is not youth only. Youth always ready for sacrifice. Any question of sacrifice, youth comes first.
Yes.
Yeah. Inspiring wisdom, inculcating wisdom and directing, you have older generation for us. Okay. This is a wonderful story. Understand? It is not confined to only youth. It is meant for all ages. Generations. Alright, 17-year-old girl from Barua, her name Barua, from Assam. You understand? She was shot dead. Okay, during freedom struggle. Our Tanguturi, most favorite hero of our Andhras. And my favorite hero personally also. Okay, suffered imprisonment for 3 years. His health spoiled during imprisonment only. Unfortunately, these unsung heroes, they are not talked about much. Freedom struggle means, we talk of Gandhi, Nehru families. Okay, unfortunate, it is unfortunate that the other unsung heroes must also be given proper place in the freedom struggle so that it inspires the youth. What inspires India today is these struggles.
Yes.
The point.
Very true, sir. Thank you so much for this wonderful talk, sir.
Thank you to you all for giving me a wonderful opportunity to interact with you and to share my ideas with you.